can watch, a would-be leader for their constituency. Mr. Chiinda, thank you so much for making time for us.
Thank you very much for inviting me today. Good afternoon to the people of Munali and the people that are following us on different platforms.
Thank you very much. To start with, I would like to find out what experiences that you've had in Munali that made you want to aspire for or enter politics.
Thank you once again. The reasons why I came out from business, wanting to aspire and becoming a member of parliament for Munali. One of the reasons is that I'm born and bred in Munali constituency, and over time we were discussing about people who are born and bred in Munali constituency becoming MPs, because we know the problems or the challenges that Munali has faced over the years.
Yes.
So we know the challenges of Munali constituency just like on the palm of my hand. So when you know the challenges that are happening in the constituency, you'd want to be in forefront so that you deal with them. Over the years, we've had people coming from different constituencies becoming members of parliament. Now, it's a challenge to all of us, because most of us nowadays who are aspiring are saying, I'm born and bred in Munali constituency. So it's a challenge to all of us how we're going to do things differently.
Is the incumbent Mike Bosha from Munali?
Well, he was a councillor. He was a young man. We were told his stories that he was at Munali. He was a councillor. So he also claims that he is born and bred in Munali constituency. So that's what we are competing now.
Awesome. You've eyed the Munali seat for quite some time, yeah, without succeeding. What makes you? What is it that maybe the electorate, the people that are of Munali, what would be the? My question is, what do you think they are overlooking you?
Not necessarily. I've never been on a ballot before. I joined politics in the PF in 2014. I was doing the mobilization and trying to learn about politics. So in 2021, I aspired to be. I actually applied for adoption under the PF. I was not adopted when I thought I have done everything that was needed. So I was not adopted. So this 2026 is the first time that I'm going to be on the ballot. So I wouldn't say that people of Munali have overlooked me. I am still very much in high spirit that the people of Munali will consider me in August 2026.
Which political party are you going to stand on, as you have said that you're going to be on the ballot in 2026?
Yeah, so I'm affiliated to the opposition, and we're trying to work around the clock so that we can unite as the people of Zambia dictates, that we unite as opposition so that we can have one vehicle that we can use. As you may be aware that at the moment PF issues is in court, and we are trying to see how we can unite so that we can stand. So the special purpose vehicle will be announced very soon, and I think the country will know where we're going to be. But what I can put it clear is that I'm not a member of the UPND. I'm affiliated to the opposition, and the opposition it's the alliance itself. Yeah. So
you've mentioned that the obviously the PF issues are in court. If maybe the PF are given back the papers as they are waiting the other faction, are you standing on the PF ticket?
Will be obviously in the alliance with the PF. Will be in the PF alliance.
But which political party are you standing on right now if the PF does not come up?
Well,
is it the FDD? Is it the?
Oh, it's in the Tonse Alliance, but Tonse Alliance, of course, we know that it's not a registered entity. But from the Tonse Alliance, there will be a special purpose vehicle that will be chosen. So after discussions, there will be a special purpose vehicle, and that's when I can confidently say I'm going to stand on this political party.
But the leadership of the Tonse Alliance has assured you that you'll be the one standing for Munali this year.
Well, it's a competition. It's a competition. So we are competing from the Tonse Alliance, and obviously I'm very, very confident that I'll be adopted in there.
You have told us that I will be. You didn't say I'm likely to be on the ballot. You've said I will be on the ballot.
I'll be on the ballot. I'll be.
So are you saying that if the special purpose vehicles are decided to go for your competition, are you still going ahead as independent?
I'll make a decision, but I can only assure the people of Munali that will be on the ballot.
Okay. Let's go back to 2020.
We'll make a decision when time comes for that.
But come what may, you're going to be on the ballot.
Be on the ballot, yes.
For Munali.
Yes.
I like it. Do you think you made a mistake in 2021? Do you regret changing goalposts trying to get an adoption in 2021 from the PF?
Not necessarily.
Have you thought about if you had gone the independent way, maybe things would have turned out differently?
Not necessarily. It was my first time applying for adoption, and I'm a believer of togetherness. I'm a team player. So what came in my mind was that since you are attempting for the first time, maybe there will be another chance for me to come on board so that I can be on the ballot. So what came in my mind was not about me. It was about being a team player. Yeah. So that's what necessitated for me not to go as an independent.
So you didn't regret not going as an independent in 2021?
Not necessarily. I also believe in God that when it is your time, things will not be very, very difficult. You will not struggle that much. You see. So when I looked at how the adoption was conducted, and I reflected, consulted people, made a decision that maybe we should not go as an independent. We just wait for our time. So we feel that 2026 is the right time for us to try, so that the people of Munali can make a wise choice.
Great. What makes you think you are the better alternative in Munali? Yeah, as opposed to the incumbent and other...
Yeah, so the people of Munali, basically what I want to appeal to the people of Munali is that all of us, they should know, all of us who are aspiring to take up Munali in August. The incumbent, obviously, is already on the scale. The people are looking at how he has managed things from 2021 up to date. And they need to us who are aspiring, I think it is important for us to look at us where we're coming from. If at all we have managed anything, because we can say, I can do this, I can do that. But practically, you find that you cannot do it. So we need to demonstrate where we're coming from, because leadership comes from our homes. In our homes, how we have managed ourselves, if at all there are businesses, or if at all there's an NGO, if at all there's anything, any organization that you've managed, then you say, oh, okay, Chrismo has managed to be this. Yeah, there's Chrismo there, and people being empowered from there, or people are getting livelihood from Chrismo, and it's benefiting the people of Munali constituency. Maybe we can try him, because he has managed to do something there. But what about the other candidates? What is it that they have managed to do? So I think for me, I'm a firm believer that before you stand wanting to represent people, you should have done something for yourself, so that you demonstrate how you can do things. So I'm a practical person. I'm a hands-on type of a person, and I know that everything that I say, I'll do it. There are a lot of things that we need to do in our communities in Munali constituency. So when I say something, it's not a lie. It's something that we can achieve. So I want to make a difference in Munali constituency. And moreover, for me, my aspiration in Munali constituency is a legacy issue. I want, after my time, people should be able to see things that I've managed to change, the people that I've helped, and then that will make me complete as a person.
So when you talk like that, you remind me, some weeks ago, I hosted Honorable Kelvin Kaunda. Used to be in the SP Socialist Party.
Yes.
He said something similar to what you've just said, to say, if someone wants to aspire for public office, they should have excelled at personal level, and they should have built something. If someone has never built something from the scratch, then they're not ready to lead the people.
You need to demonstrate. Yes.
You agree with that such sentiments?
I totally agree, because you need to demonstrate that you can manage to do something. You have to do something. Look, what we've been doing in Munali constituency from the time that we showed interest in Munali is that we have been in the communities trying to help out in the communities in different challenges that our people have, and our people must see the capacity we have. The challenge would be that if you never had anything, you don't have anything you can point at something that you've done for yourself, there's a possibility that when you are there, you want to pay attention to things that you never had before you look at delivering the services to the people. So it is important that there's something that people can look at to say, Chris Moore, at least we can go to Chris Moore and see what he has done and how many people are benefiting from the infrastructure that Chris Moore has built in Munali. You see, so that is the starting point. And I always advise my colleagues, especially the young people who wants to come and find out about politics. I said, build your life first. When you build your life, then you can now go out there to go and build a life for someone else. So like I said, it's a legacy issue for me in Munali constituency.
Great. There are numbers on the screen that you can use to give us a live call. And, especially people in Munali and just, world over, you could give us a live call and have a conversation with Munali constituency aspiring member of parliament, Chris Chiinda. We're actually having that conversation with him right now. And of course, right here. Mr. Chiinda, you will be going against likes of Thomas Sipalo and the incumbent Mike Mposha in the next general election. Yeah. How do you rate your chances this time around?
Well, my chances are very high. Look, I live 90% of my time is in Munali constituency. I can say 100%. When I wake up in the morning, I go to Chris Moore there, it's in Munali. I go to the other Chris Moore in Chamba Valley, it's in Munali. I go to Mtendere at our house, our family house, it's in Munali. My friends are in Munali constituency. And every activity that I do is in Munali constituency. So I speak to different people on a daily basis. So I have a lot of encouragement from our people on the ground. So I think people, the encouragement that I have on the ground, and the women, and visited a lot of churches, the young people, and just generally everyone else in Munali constituency. There's no reason why I should doubt my chances of winning in August 2026.
The only thing you're giving me right now is that you stay in Munali and you visit people in Munali. I also see other candidates. I don't see much of the incumbent, but I see other aspiring candidates do similar activities. What makes
me? I live in
Munali. What I want to hear is you living in Munali is not a guarantee that people will vote for you because you live in Munali. We've seen other people that stay somewhere else and they come and win a seat.
Yeah, you're right.
What makes you stand out for people of Munali that will make them say, my vote is for this gentleman as opposed to these other people?
Well, people of Munali have seen how practical I am. People of Munali have seen how we talk to them.
Because the other people are not practical?
I wouldn't speak for them, but I'm speaking for myself. Yeah, so just the way we look at things, I think that puts me on number one to win the
what I would like to know, what I would like to hear is maybe things that just Chris does that nobody else does in this race. Because if you're going to say I talk to people, I see other people talk to people. I don't want to mention names.
Yeah.
I've seen you be on the ground. I'd probably see other people also be on the ground. What are things that just Chris does that will make people on the ground say, our vote this year is to this gentleman?
Okay. The first one obviously will be consistency. That I have been very consistent. Another person can claim also to be consistent, but I think people of Munali are the ones that can look at who has been consistent in Munali constituency. These political parties are vehicles that we can use, but if you've been consistent with the people, I think it gives them a reason why they should vote for you. So that is one of the reasons why people can look at me to say, let's try Chris Moore or Chrispin Chiinda, because he's been consistent, he's been around with us for a longer period of time. Yeah.
Great. There are numbers on the screen that you can use to give us a call. Please make that call and talk to Chris Chiinda. He is aspiring member of parliament for Munali constituency. Munali constituency could be also experiencing the delimitation. I want to know what your view is on the delimitation.
Well, Bill 7 went through, and we have no choice, but obviously delimitation will be honored by ECZ. So what we are not sure is that when the delimitation will be done. But we, from the sources, we've been told that obviously Munali, when we look at Lusaka district, sorry, Lusaka district looks like there are about 4 or 5 constituencies that will be delimited, and Munali is one of it. So we're just waiting from ECZ to confirm the delimitation. So for me, I can tell you that we'll choose where Munali will be. If they will take Munali to Mtendere, and then Mtendere take it to the other side, I'll go where Munali constituency is. So I'll follow where the Munali.
You follow where the Munali is.
Yes.
Do you think that may give you more chances to Manda Hill?
Not necessarily. You see, we've been campaigning, we've been talking to people, we've been doing things, looking at the entire Munali constituency. So our projection has been Munali constituency itself, like the entire Munali constituency. So when it is delimited, it doesn't give me the other side to be. It's just a choice that I'm making, that I'll follow where Munali constituency will be. But we have been interacting with people from all parts of the communities in Munali constituency.
Wonderful. Once elected, what would be your immediate priorities for Munali constituency? Yeah,
so over the years, in fact, over the years we've been talking about comparing other constituencies to Munali constituency. You find that Kabata constituency has an MP, a minister, and the Munali constituency has a MP, minister. Then you find that in Kabata there are certain roads that have been done, and in Munali there are roads that are not been done. And for me, I'm a believer that if there's something that I'll pay attention to, it's a road network in Munali constituency. If it means if the money will not be enough in that particular in one particular year, we'll have to do 1 or 2 roads, important roads, or roads that are busy roads that we have to do. Then the next year also we have to do, these must be quality roads. We don't want to do roads after the rain season the road goes. After the rain season the road goes. We don't want to be grading roads every time and then. We want when we work on a road, the road will last many years to come. We still have UNIP roads. Like when you go to parts of in Munali constituency, like in Avondale, there are some roads that were done in UNIP days, which are still a tarmac, you know. And how many years have passed after UNIP left office? So we still need to do quality roads so that tikagwira road yasira taonako vintu virangu. We can't be doing roads every time and then. For me, I believe that when you have a good road network in the constituency, that's the beginning of development. Because just like in our personal lives, the first thing you do when you buy a plot is you create a road that you start delivering materials to the plot. And this is what we need to do in Munali constituency. We need to do roads because roads will boost business in Munali. Roads will increase the value of properties in Munali constituency. Buses will reach where they were not supposed to reach, and just to spark an economic activity in Munali constituency. So a road network in Munali constituency is not just a road; it's everything. It sparks economic activity.
How do you rate the road network in Munali from good, fair, or bad?
They are bad.
They are bad.
Yes, the road network is bad.
What are some of the good things can you appreciate from the incumbent since he took office in 2021 for what they've done for Munali constituency?
I've seen at Chainama Special School there's a 1x3 classroom block they've built. At Showstar Secondary School I've seen a 1x3 classroom block is built. And also at Kapiriomba, I've seen that there's it's yet to be completed, 1x3 classroom block. So these are good things because we needed to look at education also, that we need to expand. Since they introduced free education, we need to increase classroom capacity in our schools. But we need to do more. We need to do more. We need to, and also the quality. We need to pay attention to quality. Like the 1x3 classroom block they've done at Chainama Special School. I think they should have done better in terms of the floor. The floor is eroding every day, and I don't know how long it will last. But I think they should have done even Terrazzo. They should have done even terrazzo in those classrooms so that they can minimize the erosion of the floor.
So you've talked about some of the things that they've done good. What are some of the things that you think they've really failed?
Road network itself. The roads, they've wasted a lot of money on the road network. When you go to Kamanga from Hybrid Gate, if I show you Showstar that this is a CDF road that they've done, you even ask that the road is bad. At some point,
which road are you talking about? From NRDC engine there?
Hybrid poultry. Hybrid poultry.
Yes.
Mungena Mkamanga.
Yes.
Road yongena Mkamanga.
Oh, there's a road inside.
Yes. Road is bad. Muka in the JK road kumtendere east. The road ni CDF road. CDF they worked on it.
But they've done some good roads. From engine there, NRDC engine going to Chrispin there. Isn't that a good road?
No. It's just maybe 2 roads, okay, we can talk about. But the rest of the roads they've done are bad roads. Okaenda kumtendere kuja kumahati magandi PHI corner kuja. The road, yes, it's not what it used to be. But road yasira na mvula sochabu. But this is government money, you know. So if there's anything they have done bad, I think it's on the road network.
Producer says there's a caller. Let's see if we can you use your headset so we can talk to the people of Munali, hopefully. Hi there, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, I think we have lost that caller. There are numbers on the screen that you can actually use to give us that call, and please see if you can do that and talk to Munali aspiring member of parliament. Chrispin Chiinda is actually here to have a conversation about Munali. So all those people that are from Munali, you could actually give us a call. You could actually use, there's a number also on the screen that you could actually use to advertise on this show any products. We could, talk to our producer and see if we can do that. We'll be going for a short break. Let me just see if we can. Is there a caller? Okay, so the complaints mostly is about the bad roads, and the good, and that's just in Munali, right?
Yeah.
And you've said that they've done some 1x3 classrooms. Is that the only thing? Is that the only thing they've done better since the incumbent assumed office in 2021?
The other one that we can say is a Kamanga police that they've built.
Yes.
But they've put it in Showstar, and they're calling it Kamanga police. So had they consulted the community, I think they would have found a better place within the community.
That other side is called Showstar?
Showstar, yes.
So Kamanga could have been on the other side of the road?
Yes. Uguk side ni Kamanga, uguk side ni Showstar.
So when I tire, but how's that the minister's problem?
I mean, he's the one who's saying that he's done. Those are some of his achievements, isn't it? So if the Kamanga police is one of his achievements, it's a good thing that they built a police, okay? But it's not a good thing that they built it in Showstar. So Showstar has 3 police stations now: 2 police posts and 1 police station.
But maybe we're just doing politics, because either way, Kamanga people are able to access that police.
Do you know how big?
It's just on the cross.
But do you know how big? Do you know how big the community is? The community is quite big. So if they put it kulina kubangwe ulu kuja kulasti kuja, If they had put it within the community, where it was is at Kamanga Primary School. So if there were issues there, I think we could have found another place within Kamanga there and built it there so that people are able to access it easily.
When you do get elected, are you building a new police station in Kamanga?
Yes, we'll build a new police station there in Kamanga.
Great. Let's go for a short break. We'll be back on the other side. And remember, you could actually advertise on this show by calling the numbers on the screen. Hello and welcome back. You are watching Showstar's House. Like we mentioned earlier on, we're having a conversation with the aspiring MP for Munali constituency. His name is Chrispin Chiinda. We are actually having a conversation. There are numbers on the screen that you could use to give us a call if you've got any concern or any question for Mr. Chiinda. He's actually here. Now, Mr. Chiinda, with the increased CDF, what do you think are the most pressing issues facing the people of Munali? And where should much of the money be allocated to? Pressing issues, and where should we send most of the money?
So the road network itself needs a lot of attention. Like I said, how we are going to do things differently is that from the CDF, we can partner with RDA so that we select roads that are busy, roads that are going to decongest the greatest road. JK Road is a road that is going to help us decongest the greatest road because it starts from Salama Park. So when you're coming from Avondale or you're coming from Chiinda, it's easy for you to go through Salama, then you join JK Road in Mtendere East, then wabochokera ku Mtendere kuja, or you decide to go to Ibex, but ungachokere ku Mtendere kuja. And then we are looking at also putting up a road from PHI into Chainama Golf Club. We are going to negotiate there. So at yando chokera Kamlopsi wangena kuna Ngwenya Road, then off you go without using the greatest road. And then also Levi Mwanawasa General Hospital or Teaching Hospital is a big hospital to go by without a bus station. We need to put a bus station there that can also accommodate taxis. We cannot afford that patients are discharged there and then they have to walk a long distance going to access.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So we need the bus station there.
When the bus station there cause more confusion and traffic, like just the way the traffic is caused at a hybrid.
No. There's a bigger space there barricaded there. So we can use that space and create a bus stop there, and also just there at Mumana. I don't know if in the past you were there when there was a lot of water. You are stuck on the other side. On the other side.
Yes.
I think we need to lobby also that that road is elevated and the water passes under. We put like a bridge, but the road has to be elevated from there. And there are certain roads that are very, very important also that I've talked about the JK Road. We also need to do the same road, the hybrid road up to into Charleston, a small market. So ija road izambira pa hybrid gate paja yangena Mkamanga moja yaenda pa Catholic Church paja then ya bwa Jumpa yaendo fika kuja ku small market kuja. That road has to be tarred because those are alternative routes people are using right now. Ngati mchokera ku others are diverting from Greatest Road going into Charleston ka small market kuja wando join a district road wando ngena kumbuyo kwa wiku kuja wanda Mukaunda Square then wando chokera ku Munali Road or wena wando chokera ku Ngombe kuja. So we need to create a lot of roads, and these roads will open up Munali constituency. So those that are doing business, I think their businesses will be doing better as well. Then the other pressing issue is in terms of empowerment. We need to put in a lot of premium also on the empowerment for our people because we need to have human development in Munali constituency. We can only develop if our people have skills. Our people have something to do. in Munali. So from the same CDF, we have to channel a lot of money, trying every year to put in our people for skills.
Yeah. All right. So we have about 6-7 months before the elections. How do you rate the chances of the UPND retaining power in terms of the presidency?
In Munali, just like Chawama, I think people are speaking the same language. I wouldn't say much, but we all know the results that came from Chawama, and this is what people are saying. And you may remember that I was an active participant in Chawama, trying to campaign and speaking to people on the ground. And what we did there was...
You were campaigning for the FDD president. I mean, yes, not president, candidate in Chawama.
Yeah, the one who won, yes.
Yes.
So we worked actually in Chawama, and even in Munali, this is what we do actually on every weekend. When I talk about it, talking to people, encouraging me, this is what we do. We talk to people, we sit, speak to them, and they tell us. So the chances of UPND winning in Munali constituency are very, very, very slim.
Okay. At country level, have you been able to look at how you think the performance can turn out?
If the feeling is the same, Lusaka and Copperbelt, we can judge Copperbelt from afar because we haven't taken a lot of interest on what is happening there. But looking at things, how things are moving, Lusaka and Copperbelt are speaking the same language.
I had the UPND National Youth Chairman here last week. He said that according to the UPND, they feel like they will only have real competition in 2041. They could lose a by-election here and there, but there's no proper organization in terms of the opposition for them to lose the presidency.
Remember, even the PF, I think it was a former Vice President, Guy Scott, who said that the people that are going to vote out the PF are not yet born. You remember that one?
I remember the statement, yes.
Yes, so there's this, when you are in power, there's these statements that you would want to intimidate the opposition and the like. It's just, I think a few days ago, went on social media again, said second term is secured. So, and then, I mean, what we are seeing now is that, of course, they can disorient the PF because it's the biggest opposition. They know their target is the PF. But what the people are saying on the ground is that they've been saying that any party that will be supported by the PF is a party we are going to vote for. And this is what happened also in Chawama. In Chawama, FDD was supported by the PF and it won. In Petauke, if you remember in Petauke also, the PF and the PF figures, they went and supported NCP there, and NCP won. So it's the same thing that can happen everywhere.
So you're sure that in Munali, the UPND are not taking it come 13th of August?
No. They will not take it.
Great. There are numbers on the screen that you could use in case you've got any contribution or any question for Munali aspiring member of parliament. You could give us that call and have a conversation with us. Now, what do you foresee as a greatest challenge in parliament right now? And if there is, and maybe how you may overcome it?
Yeah, I think in Parliament now, we should have a presiding officer or the Speaker of the National Assembly who will be very tolerant to both sides. What we have learned is that the Speaker has not been tolerant on the opposition side. We saw a lot of opposition members of Parliament being suspended. They couldn't express themselves fully in Parliament. I think there was a lot of biasness. So we want to see that members of Parliament are able to bring out their points in the way they feel, as long as they are within the standing orders. So that's what I want to see. The previous National Assembly, I think there was a lot of fairness. I think we saw that the UPND then in opposition, they were able to walk out of Parliament, and they could come back, and they were just told that it is your right to walk out. But when the other side walked out, they were punished. So I think we want to see a parliament that will be well balanced, and a presiding officer becoming tolerant and just reminding the members of parliament to be within their privileges.
So if say the opposition behaving in a manner that they are not supposed to be behaving, we should the speaker should just watch them because it's going to look very biased.
I don't know whether you can say that the opposition were behaving in a manner that all of them. If it is one incident, you can say it's an isolated incident. But if it's almost everyone who looks like they are talkative in parliament being punished, I think it's not a case you can isolate.
Maybe it could be a situation where the people in the ruling party are not as aggressive, or they are not going out of order. That's why maybe it looks like they are not getting the punishment.
No, not necessarily. I think there was a lot of intimidation and the suppression of freedom of speech in parliament.
If elected, how would you fight the intimidation and biasness from the leaders?
This is why I'm saying we would want to see a parliament that will be different, because we are drawing lessons from what has happened in this house now, the current house now. So we are hoping that in the next house we'll have a different speaker that is going to be tolerant. Yeah, because we have learned how this has presided over this house.
You are in the you're affiliated to the Tonse Alliance, am I?
Yes.
Right. Correct. Okay. Yes. So last evening we saw Honorable Munduwile take up presidency for the Tonse Alliance. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your view on the events that took place yesterday?
So for me, I'm going to restrict myself not to talk much about it, because me as a candidate, I don't want to take sides to look like I'm siding one presidential candidate and the like. I think the best thing is that we still need to, our prayer is that we still need to sit down and see how we can work together, all of us. Yeah, so that is my prayer. So me as a candidate in Munali constituency, I'm ready to work under anyone that emerges, and anyone that we agree with that this one is our president.
When you say anyone that we will agree with, it's not like you didn't agree yesterday?
No. I mean, we still have other people that are aggrieved. That there's it's like we are factions now. Yeah. So I don't want to take a side or to be one faction or the other faction. No. But obviously we have to agree on how we are going to move forward, and we agree whether we are going to move with the one that was declared winner yesterday, or maybe there is another one that will come. But me as a candidate, I'm ready to work under anyone that the leadership will present to us.
Great. How strong is the opposition going into an election right now?
Well, the opposition, if we were able to win certain elections, I think I still foresee, and I'm still hoping that we can unite and win the elections in August.
Wonderful.
Yeah, because look, when there's a funeral, we unite. Okay, when one of us is arrested, we unite. We go and give that solidarity. And when there's anything going to court, we all go to court together. So what is so difficult for us to unite behind one person? So we are working on that. We are speaking to different leaders, so that some of them, and I know that some of them have fallen out already. They've said, okay, I think for me, let me leave it with others. We're only remaining with few. So with these few that are there, we also have council of leaders, council of elders that will need to sit them down and see how we are going to move forward. So for me, the spirit of the opposition and the prayer is that we are going to unite, and before time we will be able to start working together.
So you see, there's it's one thing to pick a leader. And also, it's one thing to pick a leader on time and be able to sell that leader across the country, so that person can actually get 50% plus one votes against HH. You think you have enough time to do that?
We have enough time, yes. 3 months to campaign is a lot of time. If you remember, in the by-election for 2015, we only campaigned for 2 weeks. When Edgar Lungu was chosen there, President HH and GBM were all over the country doing the campaigns, and there was squabbles like that in the PF who's going to take up the presidency and the like. So when Edgar Lungu was chosen, I think it was barely 2 weeks that we seriously campaigned, and we were able to return that. Yes, on the other side, on the other hand, we can argue that no, the power was on the side of the PF. But I think we still have enough. 3 months is a lot of time for us to campaign when we unite.
So there are times when the general feeling in the country is that yes, there's this president, but we're voting for anybody else who's coming next. Do you think that's a feeling right now in the country?
Yes.
Because there are times when people are not yet tired of you. Then there are times when people are just have had enough of you. So we'll vote for anything else other than you. Do you think people are already there?
That's what they're saying, yes. That's what they're saying. I think the feeling that is there on the ground is that they want to vote for anyone that will be there. We might end up having a circumstantial president. You see? Because people just want to vote for someone. Just want to vote for someone. And maybe this is why all our leaders have realized that on the ground people want to change, and everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon. So, but what is important for us is that sometimes we have to put our ambition behind. Look, you asked me when I came here to say, do I regret in 2021 that I never stood as an independent? Sometimes you have to look at the surrounding. You need to look at, even if you are a potential leader, you have to look at, maybe it's not my time. Maybe I can support someone else. You see. So we are just appealing to the conscience of the concerns of other leaders that we know the front runners, and these others can support the other. When that time comes, I think there will be no much struggle for them to get there. In this country, we've had a record of how presidents have become presidents in this country. When you look at, let's start from Chiluba himself. Chiluba was not part of the formation of the MMD, the Movement for Multi-Party System. It was a movement, and then it was registered as a political party. Chiluba was not among those. But after looking at themselves, they said, let's get maybe a trade unionist that side. And they got him, and he won the elections. And 1991 was also crucial because KK thought he can never lose an election to anyone. You see. So in 2001, there were people, including Michael Sata, they lined up themselves to say, we are the ones that are taking over from him. When the other potential leaders that were there, but Mwanawasa had retired. But they went to pick him up, and he became president. In 2008, in the by-election that brought in Arabi. Arabi had retired. He was at a farm. But everyone else was lining up to say, no, us were taking over from Mwanawasa. Mwanawasa died when he brought Arabi as vice president, and he just took over and continued with Arabi. The one whom we thought fought for it was Michael Sata, because he formed PF in 2001, and he really fought for it. He knew how to talk to people. He went around the country. In 2006, when he lost, but he had a lot of MPs that he won with, and he continued. After losing the 2008 by-election, he still went on the ground and campaigned. In 2011, he won. But God is God, and you never know what God plans for all of us. So he was there for 2 or 3 years, and he was taken. May his soul rest in peace. God called him. And Edgar Lungu was not among those that needed to be president. But that particular time, wherever Edgar Lungu was, he was called. Hey, come. I'm going to leave you with instruments of power. I'm going to the UK. We'll talk when we come back. And we saw Edgar Lungu winning. So some of these things that we fight for, only God knows. And even now, maybe we don't even know who's our next president. You see, so for me, I'm a believer that God is the one who knew us before we were born, and God knows us where we are going. So some of these things that we do, this is why I said, when it is your time, you will not struggle so much. Other people can make noise, but the appointed one, when it is your appointed time, God will sail you through, and you become a leader that the people want.
Tell me, after the 2021 general elections, later on we saw you join. Did you join the Socialist Party?
Yes, in 2022 I joined the Socialist Party.
What attracted you to join the Socialist Party?
Yeah, so when I looked at the manifesto and the beliefs of the Socialist Party, and me as a person who has grown up in Mtendere and done these things for myself, all I have in my mind is to make a difference on the poor people, and also within the constituency where I come from. So when you look at the socialist policies, they are very good. You can go anywhere. I think China is a socialist country. You go to these other countries, they all pro-poor. And even the PF itself, the PF had a pro-poor, or has a pro-poor policies where you need to help the poor, to elevate the livelihood of the poor people. So it coincided with my belief, and I joined the Socialist Party. So after being there for a year, I saw that there are certain things that we had differences with. So I decided to leave the Socialist Party in 2023. And when I left the Socialist Party, I stayed without a political party for some time. But because I'm a political player, I could find myself in some political activities until when Tonse was formed. Then of course I was told we need to join the Tonse Alliance. So I made my application to the Tonse Alliance, and I was just not announced officially, but my application is with Chrispin. He has my application there. So I've been affiliated with political activities, and I'm a believer also that we really need to work together. Looking at the differences that we have in the PF, court issues were Mao Sampa, and then now there was Chawinga. I think it is important that we all get organized as a opposition and we work together.
Why did you leave I would like specifics. Why did you leave the Socialist Party?
There's certain things that I did not agree with. Just certain things and how things were being done. I thought I was in a wrong place, so I decided to leave.
Example?
Not necessarily that I can give you an example, but there are certain things that you cannot agree with. I want to respect that Socialist Party is an organization as it is, and when you don't agree with certain things, you would want to just leave without going to the media to say, hey, wananishta so, wananishta banya. No. It's the same reasons as when I left the PF, because I thought when I left the PF, there was nothing wrong with the PF, but I just thought it's time maybe to move on, to move to another political party. And that particular time when I left the PF to go and join the Socialist Party, everyone else was joining the Socialist Party. So when we saw that it's not what we thought it would be, we left, and everyone else was leaving the Socialist Party, and most of the people have left the Socialist Party. So, but it's not in my vein that I would go on the media and start saying, hey, Baja, ija party, so I don't want to do that. There are certain things that I've learned with the Socialist Party or within the PF, because we keep learning. We keep learning, and it's growth also. As we are growing, we need to learn certain things from certain corners to make us better. So I can tell you what I've learned in the PF, what I learned in the Socialist Party. It makes me a better politician. Wonderful.
As we come to close, Mr. Chiinda, is there anything you would like to tell to the people of Munali?
My appeal to the people of Munali is that yes, now time has come for us to present ourselves to the community, to the communities in Munali constituency, and I think let's not go by the noise. Let's put all of us on the scale, look at what we have demonstrated in our personal lives. If at all we can work for you. we have a family member. When he sits here and start telling you things, you think that he can do a lot of things, but give him the chance, you'll find that they will not do anything. Kumangala che jakwati muntu mwatamba pamozi film so but mwakushimikirira film muona mungani film ina ngoyonzo tama. So there are certain people like that. So people will come with sweet talk, will tell you what it is and how they are going to do things, how they are going to change a lot of things. But look at where they are coming from. What is it that they have managed? What is it? How do they live with others? For some of us, our lives are in public domain. They can find out how we have lived with others, how we have helped others, and how we intend to do these things. These things that we promise our people, Munali, are not things that we cannot do. These are things that we can do. Either using the CDF that is allocated to the MP. Now that the MP has a say in the development of an area from the council, we have a say on how certain areas, certain developments has to take place in our areas. Unlike when an MP, his job was just to lobby and speak for the people in Parliament. Now we are able to go to the council and dictate what is supposed to be done in our areas. So for me, people of Munali should know that it's a legacy issue for me. That after my time, I want to be remembered for things that have helped to change. I want the young people also to remember the connection we'll give them, the things we'll give them, the skills we'll give them, and a lot of things that we'll do together to develop Munali constituency. Munali constituency cannot develop without the young people. The young people are a backbone for development, and we will engage our young people. Our mothers in the community will not be left out because they always try by all means to make ends meet. They'll start up like a small business, and we will see how we can empower them so that they can thrive and make their businesses better. I know there are certain things that are beyond us that are supposed to be done by government, but my job is to make sure that I lobby that Munali constituency benefits just like any other constituencies that we have in this country. Thank you very much, Showstar.
Mr. Chiinda, thank you so much for making time for the people of Zambia and, of course, for explaining your vision for Munali constituency.
Thank you very much, Showstar, for inviting me.
If we do not get to talk between now and the elections, I wish you all the best going into the election.
You should. When we 3 months from now, you should invite me.
So especially after you make a decision on how you're going to go.
Yes. So after the adoptions, you should invite.
We will have a conversation again.
Actually, you can invite even all the candidates, other candidates, so that people of Munali can choose properly.
A debate would be great, actually, for Munali.
Yeah. I think.
So you're up for the debate?
I'm up for the debate. Yes.
Can we challenge the other Munali candidates?
Yes. And for me, Showstar, what you should know is that I'm a believer that I can win Munali without insulting anyone. Okay, I can win Munali without stoning anyone. So I don't want to be. I don't want to use propaganda. I don't want to, to insult anyone. I just want to present myself the way I am, so that the people of Munali, when they choose, they're choosing a real person. Has
anybody gone to the battlefield in Munali using stones or insults?
There are a lot of, especially our supporters, because our supporters also reflects who we are. Instead of me speaking how or speaking how I want to speak, I'll use supporters to do that. So when you look at when you have your supporters who are insulting, just know that they are being sent by the person they are supporting. So I think it is important for us to preserve peace. Peace is very, very important, because if any one of us wins in Munali, we still remain Munalians, and we still need to work together. And moreover, not only Munalians, but we still remain Zambians. So yes, when you hate another person who's a Zambian or Munalian, how are you going to live with that person after the election? So it is important for us to promote peace, and it is important for us as we do politics, as we compete. Let's compete with ideas on how we are going to do things differently. In a situation where everybody's vetted and they find that you are the most popular candidate in Munali, and the UPND come for you to ask that you stand on their ticket going into 2026 general elections, what is your response? I will not go with the UPND. Look, 4 years down the line, per last minute, niende ku UPND. If I wanted to join the UPND, I would have joined the UPND 4 years ago. But I have been in opposition. Instead of from the PF, instead of joining the UPND, I went to join another opposition, the SP, the Socialist Party, and I'm still in the opposition. So what would be those reasons for me in the last minute to join the UPND? I don't believe in the UPND. That's why I'm in the opposition. So even if they come and entice me, I will not join the UPND. I'll still remain in the opposition. So I will not take up I will not even entertain that.
Wonderful. Mr. Chiinda, I'd like to thank you so much once more for making time. Really, really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to our next conversation. It could be a one-on-one or a debate for all the Munali candidates.
A debate to be good.
Will be great?
Yeah.
We'll do a debate then. Yes, this has been Showstar's House, and of course we've been having Munali constituency aspiring candidate. Mr. Chrispin Chiinda is of course shared his vision. I hope you followed and I hope you like it. Until next time, my name is Jackson Piri.